video, we'll be continuing our alternate future of the world series, and suddenly something radical happens. With France launching an invasion illegally. Why illegally? Because they just do. Oh, who thinks they can win? Well, this might be the end of Germany. This front widening and France moving in. With German Belgium pretty much being wiped out by the French and moving into Dutch Belgium, well, this happens. But they say you can leave or war, which they refuse as they enter into Italy. And well, Germany activates its alliance, saying we all need to go to war. The war is for greatness, basically, is what they say. But unfortunately, there's a few troubles within this alliance. A lot of republic movements are in a lot of these countries. Or commune. With Russia already taking back some of its lands that were once German puppets. But quickly after this war begins, the Ukrainian place that broke away from Hungary picks a side quickly and efficiently. Why so quick? Because, well, they had to. With Russia quickly getting into this war, well, it's the USSR. And, well, they basically forced Persia to get involved. Ask me how they could, but they just did. And, well, they quickly get two more nations involved. But Hungary was ready to take on these nations. As a battle for Slovakia rages on. With a defensive put on the Western Front. How long will it last? Nobody knows. And as this happens, Slovakia is invaded. Quickly, a lot of Hungarians in Romania help Hungary do that. With Slovakia collapsing, the next nation to collapse is, well, Romania, it appears. But they don't actually collapse. They only partially collapse, it seems. Wait, how can you partially collapse is my question, with Russia losing Moldavia. Bessarabia. Not Moldavia. Yeah, Moldova. With Hungary and Bulgaria meeting up here. It's seeming like there's not much advance here. And it seems like most of the advance in like this area is along the coast. With Hungary starting a swarm invasion. But nobody expected this invasion to go to success. A Russian invasion. With Germany sending forces to the Eastern Front. And Poland. Everybody tries to... The first offensive by Germany is launched into the Baltic part of Russia. And they're trying to reestablish Poland-Lithuania again in this series, with Finland starting a launch attack here, which they take St. Petersburg with. But Russia doesn't lose morale, as they basically start using policies of no retreat. With that being this front and this front as they head for Crimea. Takes a lot of force. And well, they even managed to get into Crimea and take about half of it, including the port. I don't know if it was port now, but let's say the port got built. And well, the German invasion on the Kalarian Peninsula. Well, the invasion into Russia is going to success so far, with the Kola Peninsula falling to Finland. Pretty much a wild mapper staple. Let's let Finland do their wild mapper task. Yep, that's definitely what they would do. But something strange happens as Germany launches one of the quickest offensives as they near Kiev, which they encircle and take. With it being appearing to be the end of Russia. With even the Ottoman Empire starting invasions. But winter comes. With Russia doing this. But the offensive of theirs slows. But they move down towards Kiev, which they encircle and take. As they continue down. And well, their advances in the Caucasus don't go so well. As they are pushed back rapid fire. German defensive lines. And this is about 3 years of fighting. So it's about 1984. And why is it coming so late in this timeline? Because, well, World War I had a different outcome. And this is alternate future. With the Italian offensive going so well, Italy is forced to move troops out of Yugoslavia. With a lot of people predicting a new person to enter this war. Which is Greece. Shocker. With Albania pretty much in the zone of no return. As they move into Kosovoian lands and Albanian lands, cutting Bulgaria in them apart. With the Ottoman Empire concerned about holding lands in different areas. It allows Bulgaria to lose land. With Bulgaria being basically being kicked out of Romania and Yugoslavia. And well, with this being, though, a big offensive by the Russians along this Gulf, which actually goes to success. And yeah. No group basically is going against them. With North Africa's turn coming, as they sign an alliance with Arabia, and they think they're going to join the blue team thinks, but you know what side they're going to pick. Well, the Arabs move away from the blue team and start to help the red team. As North Africa moves into Egyptian lands, the Arabian state moves towards extending control. But unfortunately, well, Britain intermingles with this probably. Well, Britain seeing themselves as the only line of defense against authoritarianism, basically. There's no America to save Europe here. With the collapse of Bulgaria looking imminent, the world is shocked at the demise of Bulgaria and how quick it was. But with Iran and Arabia working together, and eventually North Africa moves into the Arabian Peninsula, and they narrow these troops, leading to one solid front, solidified front, which allows this to happen, and it continues. But this looks like the last offensive the world will see. This is the end of Germany's campaign into Russia going well. As all that remains in Russia's Finnish forces, which Russia basically thinks they should take on later. And well, with the re-liberation of Romania and the re-liberation of Hungary being liberation of Yugoslavia, a quick offensive by Russia is made into the West Ukraine, with them moving into Poland. With Poland not ready for this move, as Warsaw is encircled and taken somehow. And well, Germany is pretty much dying, and so is the Ottoman Empire. Which, let's look at the Ottoman Empire disappear. But instead of them, they're almost in a bad spot. They need a surrender. But when Istanbul falls, well, they agree to surrender. Are happening. And Danish-speaking lands declare independence. I think the Danish lands and German lands are somewhere here. Well, these basically stating we declare independence. With the Danish kingdom now declaring independence, seems like a prime opportunity for Denmark to extend its borders of control. But Germany will likely come back for this because there's likely going to be a compromise because a lot of Germans in the lands that just declared independence are against this. But that compromise needs to happen after the war, as the liberation of Slovakia begins with... Why is this working so funny? Look at it. Like, that's such an invasion. And the invasion going to success as the Russians move all the way to Bratislava, taking it. And it looks like Hungary is going back to what we know it as. With France having success as they move down and move towards Rome. This is where the North African Union starts landing. And this is where Greece makes a landing. With it looking like Italy is not going to stand much longer in this war, Italy does exactly what Turkey did. Well, the Ottoman Empire. With the Germans trying to not have them surrender, their efforts are not a success. Hungary quickly follows, thinking they can keep the most land. But is that how it works? It looks like Germany might be the end of Germany. As on both fronts, they're losing land. And they lose all their coast. Suddenly, they lose Berlin. And well, Finland's quickly pushed back here, and then pushed back there. With them ready for peace. Which will go good for them, I think. So yeah, that's what happened. And now for the peace treaty. I will start with who gets their peace treaty first. Well, Hungary, which signs the Treaty of Moscow, which is signed between Romania, Yugoslavia, Slovakia, and, well, Hungary. Let's see what happens. Thus, Hungary is out. Lost land. That's to Austria, which hasn't been formed yet. That's to Slovakia. They lost quite a bit of land. Romania, too. And then they lost even more land there. And, well, Hungary is much weaker. Now, shall we move to the Treaty of Warsaw, which includes West Ukraine and Poland? And will include Germany, because they're giving land from Germany to Poland to punish Germany, I guess. And so let's see what happens. Treaty signed. And Poland is now out of the war. But now to the Treaty of Berlin, which will affect two countries very negatively. Germany and the Netherlands, unfortunately. Including Belgium, Luxembourg, Bavaria, Austria are back. Czechoslovakia was made. And the Rhineland is occupied by France. The Soviets occupy East Prussia. Well, now to Italy, where Italy meets in Rome with France for a peace treaty. That's with Austria gaining land, Yugoslavia, Greece, and France. And then, well, nothing's occupied there. But now let's go to the Ottomans and Bulgaria, who meet along with Finland in Moscow for the treaty, the Second Treaty of Moscow. Yeah, the Second Treaty of Moscow. They have very unique names. You're calling that unique, you may be saying in your backs of your head. Well, I mean, it was a joke. So now I guess you get it, right? And so let the treaty back to today's border, except with one exception. Greece doesn't have all of that. Turkey gained a bit of land from Bulgaria, but Kurdistan is independent. Israel is independent. Cyprus is independent. That's what the Arab Empire looks like. And this is what the North African Union looks like. And that's Kurdistan. I hope you realize that. But if you don't, that's sad. And then we have Finland. And well, we have two new members of the Communist Alliance. Although, due to unable to be compromised about ideology, a lot of countries just were either gave a communist government, most of them, but some, like Israel, Kurdistan, and Turkey, managed to get democratic. But there's going to be a change of pace in Germany, which has become unstable, really unstable. And a lot of people now want change in it. Radical change. That's why there's occupation zones, so that if a tyrannical regime does manage to get in power there, it won't impact me. With the Arab League, with a league made between North Africa called the Democratic Guard. Countries like Bulgaria quickly join, Turkey, Cyprus, Israel, except countries that were pro them, except a coup happens in Germany, which due to its benefits towards the Democratic Guard, they invite them to join the Democratic Guard's alliance. And Bavaria joins it. Okay, those occupation zones are in the wrong color. That's why they look so bad. With Finland, Denmark, and Sweden deciding to help, along with Poland, because Poland was lucky not to get a communist government, along with the Netherlands. But unfortunately for Belgium and friends, well, these guys get forced in. Which this is where disputes between the two sides start to ramp up, with the Democratic Guard inviting the Atlantic League, is it? I don't know, but they all joined the Democratic Guard alliance. Europe, except Norway, is and Switzerland have picked a side. And now the Cold War has begun in this universe. So I hope you enjoyed today's video overall. Why would I hope you enjoy? Because I just do. Because if you enjoy, I'll get more subscribers. Okay, guys, we have 60 left to go before the end of February in terms of subscribers. Because now, recently, we're at 140 subscribers. That's good. Our progress is being made slow and steady, but it will be done. That's what I think. I think it can be done. Because where there's a will, there's a way. See? I just said it. So now let's succeed and get to 200 subscribers. And then by 2024, by the looks now, we'll hopefully be at 1,000. Yep, that's a big deal. So please like and subscribe. Share this video along. Also, the new schedule, no uploads on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you like the day split, comment it. Because I can probably take, well, Sundays or Saturdays off if you want more breaks in between. But if you don't, well, just like. If you do, like. But whatever you do, please leave a comment. And that's all for today's video. Please like and subscribe, comment and share this video, and whatever else you want to do with this video. Well, most importantly, view it. Well, I guess. And that's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out.